Okay, everyone. Got some frozen vegan patties here, burger patties. They do look like meat. They actually is an amazing product. It's pretty impressive how these guys done it. Really, congratulations to them. However, if you look at the back of the package, it does have quite a bit of fat on it, about 20 grams of fat per patty. And if you're trying to do something a little leaner, more whole foods as well, there is a lot of isolates, like isolate proteins in there, a lot of refined coconut oil and canola oil, sunflower oil. So if you want something a little less inflammatory, a little more whole foods, low fat, no oil added, you might like this recipe here that I'm putting together. I've been working on this for a few trials now, and I want to share with everybody. If you do like it, go ahead and like the video, share with whoever you want. I hope this makes your eating of a burger craving, something like this, a little easier and a little more healthy than just buying your typical plant-based, processed plant-based vegan patty out of a supermarket. So make it right at home, make it healthy, low sodium, low fat, make it whole food, and your body will thank you for it. Here we go. Okay, everyone, so here's the recipe. 2 cans of garbanzo beans, 25 ounces each. 1 can of peas of 15 ounces, no salt added. Want to try to do everything low sodium. So we mix it all together with also 1 can, about 15 ounces of black beans. Black beans I cooked at home, so we're just using that instead. We're gonna mash it with a potato masher, as you would for mashed potatoes. Not making it too fine of a mixture, leaving some beans still intact so that it gives a little texture for the patties when you assemble them. So here we go. It's mostly mashed. You can still see a few intact pieces, but not too much. So now we're gonna add a few other ingredients. So here are the other ingredients we're gonna be adding. Sesame seed, about 1 tablespoon. Ground flax seed, we're gonna put about half a cup. Organic psyllium husk, this is going to be about 1/3 of a cup. And then your favorite spices. My choices are cumin, curry. I like some cayenne on it, some chipotle cayenne as well, and some turmeric. You also can put some black pepper on it as well. So this is how it looks with all these spices. Now with clean hands, you're going to mix all of it together until it becomes one solid whole. It's gonna look almost like a dough resting, and we're gonna let it rest for about 5 minutes. And also, if you want to add some garlic and other spices, you're welcome to do that. It will also taste really well, really good. So let's go ahead and start mixing. So here it is together now, as it looks just like a dough, and we're gonna let it rest for about 5 minutes. This is gonna allow the flax meal and also the psyllium husk to expand a little more and create some binding between them and the beans, and that will give it a little more consistency later when you make the patties. Okay, so here we are, 5 minutes later. We have our hamburger dough on top of an aluminum paper. We're gonna use a roller to roll it out so that the each patty, it's somewhere about half an inch thick. I like mine. You can make it as thick as you want, but you want to make it a little thick as well so that it gives consistency when you bite into it. So I'm making it about about fingers width, about, I don't know, half an inch or so. And the size that I picked for my patty, I'm gonna use this lid. It's about the size of my hand. and I'm going to mark it so that when I cut around it, I will have the shape of my patty here at the size that is uniform across the entire dough that is going to be making up my patties. So let's work on that right now. So here we go. We flatten it out, and we marked each one of them with the lid that I had selected for the size. We're gonna finish cutting it around with all we need is a butter knife to cut it around. And we're gonna scoop it up and put it on a baking sheet with a parchment paper. No oil needed. This is an oil-free recipe. There's no oils that are needed to bake this thing. And we're gonna bake it, obviously, at 405 degrees. So let's go ahead and finish cutting them. This recipe is gonna make about 7 or 8 patties based on the size that I picked. Once I finish pulling these off, I'm gonna go ahead and use the scraps and make another couple of patties. So let's go ahead and work on that. Okay, so now we're ready to pick them up. What we're gonna do is from the bottom, we're gonna go ahead and scooch it over underneath it so that we take it away from the aluminum foil. And we're just gonna lift it up and put it on our parchment paper. And we're gonna go ahead and do that with all the rest of them. So here we have the 6 patties ready to be put in the oven, 400 degrees. We're gonna do 20 minutes on one side. We're gonna take them out, flip them, and do 10 minutes on the other side. Play with the timing. Again, this is all cooked. You can basically eat as is right now, but what we're trying to do is let them keep shape and have a little bit of just a little bit of firmness on the outside of them by the baking process. And then we're gonna be dressing them up with your favorite things. I'm gonna put a little bit of a guacamole on it, sprouts, tomatoes. You can put in a little bit of salsa if you'd like. And I'll put mine in a organic and sprouted whole wheat pita bread. These are really nice. You can cut a little pocket into them and put all of them inside of it. And that's the reason why I picked that size, this size of a patty, so that they fit perfectly right inside of this bread that I like. Okay, and you also able to put some salad in there as well if you want some greens, more greens in it. And we'll show you the finished product a little bit later. Okay guys, here we go. This is after about 20 minutes in the oven. So we're gonna go ahead and flip them. You can see the color that it got. It got a little bit of a color. That's all you really need. And then just basically flip all of them and go in for another 10 minutes. So here we got the final product, guys. We've got my guacamole. I actually made a little bit of a tahini sauce, very simple. The tahini sauce is just a tablespoon of tahini, lemon, and some apple cider vinegar. Shake it, add a little bit of water to modify the consistency to the consistency that you like. Then we have our patty right here. I got tomatoes, I got greens, and I got some sprouts and a little bit of salsa in it. Beautiful, beautiful veggie burger, vegan burger, nothing bad in it, no added oils. If you want to do anything of an even lower fat content, just minimize a little bit of your guacamole. And there you have it. Hope you enjoy.